Well, Book still believes Gene paid me to do something that his actions caused me to do on my own.
Yeah, whatever. Square, do you have a job? Or you just lying about working? Your bitch ass up. Are you
He's repeating all the work-verse propaganda. I'm a murderer, even though the wreck I was in wasn't my fault and was investigated. Huh, but yeah, I'm a murderer. I mean, he's not original at all. He doesn't understand that he had that link just dropped last night. I came in there and was talking to him the same time as Barb. It didn't have nothing to do with anything about Barb. It had to do with me just trying to chill with Books. And Books wanted to basically thought he could talk and sneak diss me and it would go over my head like I wasn't getting what he was doing. And I just saw him do just an example of it again by him, focusing on that name and stuff instead of the heart of he knows why I had to make that name. I'm not trying to pretend to be Peter Hawk. I made it because he blocked all my other accounts, so I can't fucking talk. Um, I never did anything but try to be cool with that dude. I can't help it that he had a falling out with Gene and stuff. I did too. And here lately, I ain't had no issue with Gene. I try to let the past be the past. And hell, they probably would have worked things out with him too. But see, the problem is he's got people over there that he don't realize aren't real people. They're the same people that have talked shit about him on in chats and on other panels, and they're pretending to be somebody that's unique and a real account when they're really just a fucking workyverse. That's what he don't fucking get. And I tried telling him from the first day when I saw Wacky Jackie in there with her regular name with a wrench. And at that time, they didn't even know or have any clue that I was aware of Books. But I seen him, I was aware of him, and I seen what was happening. And I tried to fucking tell him, but sometimes people have to learn things through experience. You can't tell them, you know. I've been that way myself. So I know if I've been that way, other people can get like that.
you are dependent on your grandpa's taxes? Square once was
No, I'm not, you dumbass. I had to file taxes. When you work to make money, even if you didn't work for the whole year, you still have taxes that you file. But no, I'm not dependent. I don't get food stamps. The only thing I have at all that, and it's no one's business, but I don't mind sharing it. The only thing that I have currently is insurance. And I have that insurance because of a medical condition, a chronic medical condition. All right. And I qualify for it. So, yeah,
the last time you filed taxes?
2022. Yeah,
You're a little bitty
2022.
boy, and I'm glad that Gene paid you to porn bomb me, because Gene's a no good nigga, and you a murderer. Y'all belong together. All right?
So, you're saying no good, I'm not going to repeat it, but no good in words are worse or just as bad as a murderer. Did you just pull a racism on your own kind or something? Like I don't get that. And you know that's not even really correct because I'm not a murderer. See, I bet you won't keep talking that shit. I bet you won't because you do not want me. You do not want me to make a project out of holding you accountable to telling the truth, books. Because you lie. I and everyone on the gene team, mostly the other people that's on the gene team and the viewers and supporters, and I'm not even on the gene team, but I'm just saying those people that were and stuff, like me, you know, and you, we could all show cash apps. I guarantee Gene Bird, all of them could show cash apps where we've all sent you money. I wonder how many of us will have cash apps from you. I bet it's not even more than one, two, if that. That would surprise me.
And Bird talked about you
Did
to your
you suck off Brewski too much and use him up? Is that why he's not around?
fucking face, and you're a fucking pussy, and you don't want to say shit to her. She talks about you to your face basically all the time. You don't do shit about it.
Give me an example, books. Don't just say something with no example.
Her ringtone is still Cammy Chameleon, by the way.
I mean, she thought it was funny. You did this. She thinks a lot of this. How do you know she's not laughing at your drunk escapades? How do you know that having that ringtone that you sung means anything? That she feels a certain way about me. It could be about you. Maybe she just thinks that that whole point in time was funny and views it as a good memory. I mean, how do you, like, dude, you're weird now. Now you're trying to assume like you got telekinetic powers and you know what other people's intent always is. They don't even tell you.
Your friend Bird had a ringtone when I was making fun of you because you got EPO by somebody named Cammy. That was her ringtone.
I don't. I don't know.
I want to say for the better part of 2 months. She reveled in the fact that Cammy EPO'd your bitch ass. That's your homie. So you can go, go take a nap on that one. Go think about how your friend isn't really your friend. They're just using you because you're a loser. And tell Gene to give you that tooth. Yeah, it's gonna taste like collard greens and bird butt, but it's better than nothing. Bro, it's better you have one tooth at the top of your mouth that tastes like bird butt and collard greens to have no teeth at all at the top. You know what I'm saying, Wheeler? I mean, hell, man. Dip that bad boy in a little hydrogen peroxide and shit. It'll be all right.
Oh,
And shouts out to my boy Mocon, a real Gene team member. Staying down, staying loyal. Even when the motherfuckers don't stay down and loyal to him. They don't even play his music. Hey, Gene team, the least you can do is share Mocon's music out. Hey.
to see what they're doing right now is because Books has been on the outs, they have caused enough divide in his mind that, and they know he's sour about it. So they're using that as the opportunity to get him to do this right here, which is to antagonize me Gene, anyone he can. I mean, that's simply what he's trying to do.
Hey,
I mean, it's obvious.
yeah, you can talk about me, call me a fake DoorDash, fake Christian. At least you can help your friend, who y'all say is your friend, by sharing his music.
Dude, number one, I've listened to Mocon's music. I liked his song um, that went JG, Dumb Genius, JG Mocon, into the hateful rhetoric. Yeah, he knows what song I'm talking about if he hears me talking about it. You know, like, I did. Like, I was a team. I mean, still am a team player, but I don't, I ain't been told that I'm part of the team or nothing. I'm not really working to be a part of the team. I'm just trying to. I'm just simply attempting to connect and bond with people I share a common theme with. I mean, that's all. That's the basis of my intent. So, I mean, there you go, books. I told you mine's out. Uh,
Don't worry, Mocon, man. I'll share your shit, bro.
you know, it's funny you say what you just said, but I know for a fact I've never, ever heard you play anything of Mocon's, and I challenge somebody to find me an old clip screenshot that shows the date before today of Moses playing something of Mocon's. You wanna criticize Gene then for not playing his music? Have you ever played his music? Did you ever play it when you were on the team on your channel and support him? Did you ever share his channel on your community page? No, I didn't think so.
Don't worry, bro. Like I always been doing, bro. I'll share your shit, Mocon, bro. Don't worry.
Like he's always been doing, right? Sure.
Fuck them dudes, man. You better than them, Mocon. Mocon, you better than them.
That's trying to divide. Mocon, you're better than them others. You don't need them, man. Be my friend. I ain't getting along with nobody right now but the trolls that fuck with me and Buddy troll me. They keep me interacted to my chat, otherwise I would just sit here and be drunk and listen to music and not have anything of substance to talk about because I'm not even a quarter of the way intellectual. You dumb fuck.
Don't let them gas you up, Mocon. When you over there making your music and they want to gas you up and all Mocon, talk about this person, talk about that person.
Ain't nobody ever talked about in terms of like the gene team by telling somebody, hey, you talk about this person on your channel, you tackle that person, you tackle him. No, never.
Yeah, Mocon, you can talk about people that pissed you up, but don't let them gas you up, though, bruh. If you want to focus on your music, bruh, focus.
Bruh, it's funny that you're saying this because who was your partner, Books, that gave you and gassed you up to do all the stuff? You remember when you used to get gassed up? Yeah, you was down. You attacked Workyverse and everything. You really think that some of them pretending to be somebody in your chat as mods really got your back? Man, they will pull the fucking floor right out from underneath you when you least expect it.
Focus on that shit, bruh. They don't want to support you. Fuck them. You need to find you a new community of people that make music,
See
Mocon.
there? You need to find you a new. You know, Books had the nerve to say that he thought Gene and me and others were part of Workyverse. I'm not saying Books is part of Workyverse, but I think they may have made like a little side deal with him. I really am starting to think. Like, I think that since the falling out he's had with others, I think someone's got him working on a little something on the side. I really do. And it may be someone that he don't even know is Workyverse. You know, I don't know. You know, it could be many different possibilities. Then again, he may just be mad and doing this all on his own.
And you'll blow up over there. Mokan be damn near making his own beats, be mixing it down, be making his own, writing his own bars. The one-man studio over there. I'm telling you, Mokan, it's a community of people out there that love that shit. I think you're around the wrong motherfuckers.
And what gives you this analytical observation?
Yeah, they just use Mokan when they need him. When Mokan got a good video clip, because you know Mokan, he be saving the video clips, and don't tell Mokan no shit, or he'll go back in the files and find that shit. Oh, don't say, Mokan be on his shit. They just be using him.
Really?
They'll use him, but not to say that he'll use them, but hey, they'll go to Mokan page and look for this video clip and need that and need him for this. But damn, you can't even share that dude's song. Like, what the fuck is that really about, bro? Why don't y'all share that dude music, bro? That's some whole shit, bro. Real, bro.
I think he may be doing this just so Workyverse can clip him, put it out there, and put like former Gene team member exposes Gene and them for not supporting Mocon and stuff like that, and he get paid for it. And this will be something they try to use to get up underneath people's skin. Like, someone may think, "Oh, come on now, Square, that's ridiculous." No, it's not. It's not far fetched.
I share Mokan shit. Don't worry, Mokan. You know what I'm saying? I got 900 subscribers now. It ain't a lot, Mokan, but I share your shit, bro. I don't got a lot.
Fuck your 900 subscribers. I am personally now, because of the shit you talked, I am personally got you on my mission list. What is my mission? To get the serial fucking voyeuristic flasher that is Books for Moses off of the platform of YouTube for exposing his genitalia and asshole on live stream.
A lot of subscribers, but I share that shit out, bro. I never really tripped on that shit, bro. I never been a hater.
I will
bro.
report every video you make. I will do everything. Anything I find that's a violation, I will report it. I'm just going to report just for the sake of doing it. I mean, I'm going to be on yo ass, metaphorically speaking. I'm going to be on your channel's ass. And yeah, if you lose your channel, you lose your channel. I mean, all I can say to you would be is you better tighten up. You better not drink and then go dash or anything like that. You better not. I mean, because I don't know how I could sleep at night if I saw you drinking on a live and then left to go dash or something and I didn't try to intervene. Like I would be besides myself. I'd be up all night, worried you make it back home. Did you hurt somebody or yourself? So I don't want to have to do that. So please don't put me in that position.
I know you got them cracker boat smoke on. You told me you was gonna get them covered up, and
See, that's how somebody would talk if they're like the people from the workyverse, you know. But no, I'm not gonna do all that shit. I could give a shit less about you books. This is gonna be my final fucking talk about on you. Alright? I just can't believe how low you would go over me porn bombing. All I was trying to do by that is show you some humility. Because the way you was being disrespectful and talking shit. But, fuck it, dude. I can see the type of person you are.
I believe you. Shit. God damn it, we all make mistakes. Shit, it's all right.
God, please, if he fucking ever does, I ain't gonna be watching him after tonight. If he ever does do something like that, let it be that he only wrecks his own self.
Man. It's all right, man. Shit. Tell you the truth, I ain't even really know what a cracker boat was, but whatever. I don't give a damn. Shit.
You mean a lightning bolt, a thunderbolt tattoo? Yeah, those an SS bolt. Yeah, those are racist type things. But that's insinuating like you. Are you trying to insinuate that you don't believe or do believe that he's got one of those tattoos? Because that was the big rumor, was that he supposedly had those.
Hell, I say cracker. So shit, whatever.
Yeah, but if I said, you know what, you would be screaming bloody murder. Hell, just the A version. I'm not talking. I wouldn't use. I mean, but I wouldn't use the A either. But I mean, I did when I was younger. I was listening to rap, doing looking ass and stuff. We did used to, but uh, I have never used the E version. I think when we were studying social studies in a young grade, like we did have to go over it, and like we did, like they probably don't do that today, but I remember we actually reading the word and having to write it out, like define it, what it was, a slur and all that, like, so I guess I technically did write it before. I may have said it to myself as a kid or whatever, but I never understood that hate. Like, I remember one time being around a group of people talking that type of way, and I remember the way it made me feel. It just, it like fucking filled the air, with hate. I mean, that's the best way I can describe it.
I called a motherfucker Neanderthal the other day. I say racist shit, so it is what it is. But anywho, y'all get out of there. I think Squirrel over there wants somebody to talk to.
No.
Oh, come to my show and debate me.
Yeah, can you do that? Or are you so fucked up and such a simpleton that you can't? You can't entertain a intellectual conversation.
If I came to your show, Square, I would ask you one simple question. Why did you lie about getting forgiveness from the family member of the people you killed?
I didn't. I just answered it for you. So there you go.
I don't want to debate. I want to ask you a straight up, why did you lie about that? Was it to make you feel better?
Why are you bringing the allegation I lied about just now? I never lied about such a thing. That is horrible.
Or to make people think that you're not some type. Why would you lie about that, bro?
Again, I'll reiterate for you one more time. I didn't. The woman called me in my hospital room about said hotel. Okay. I have no reason at all and would be, I don't know what I would be if I were to make something like that up, but that would be horrible.
Putting salt on the fucking wound. Not only did you kill that person's grandparents, but you said you killed their grandparents and then lied on them.
That is false. I was driving down 412. It was a 70-mile-per-hour speed zone. There was a crossing, a yield, which is to stop and make sure it's clear or that nobody is close to passing by before you cross. I was getting probably not, but maybe 500 feet or yard. Well, I guess feet. I don't know the correct distance to estimate. I was just right there, getting up, getting ready to where I could see in my vision, just out of the corner, start to see a car. And they pulled out, and I had maybe about a second of reaction time. And the only thing I possibly could do that my brain thought of was that I don't want to hit these people are coming out. We're gonna hit. Like I see it happening right. Like I see it happening and and am realizing it in just a split second, and then we hit. That's how quick it happens. So the only thing I could do was to hit the brake and turn the car in right or left, and I chose to turn it left in an effort that if we collided, maybe we would just collide in the back or whatever. I mean, I had no way to avoid the wreck. They didn't either. They Unfortunately they failed to yield. Like it's tragic. Like I'd rather not had I'd rather had not been let off early that day because it wouldn't have happened. But I got let off work early, and I traveled that way back every day home. And to this day, it's the same way you have to go. And I've passed by it probably 100 times since I've been back home. And every time I remember and think about what I experienced there. And I definitely didn't murder anybody. I definitely didn't act reckless or cause that accident. And I certainly didn't lie about speaking to anybody, nor what they said to me. You fucking pathetic piece of sorry excuse of a man.
You killed their grandparents and then lied on them. Jesus Christ, dude.
Thou shalt not use the Lord's name in vain. Fake Christian, what'd I tell you?
I bet Square the day that you got into that wreck, you don't even remember it. You don't even take some.
Of course, I remember every single second. I was in school at that time. I wasn't I wasn't even smoking, but on the weekends because I was so busy during the fucking week. And if I did manage to get a smoke, it was in the late evenings, you know. I was working my ass off and trying to get through that semester. And at that time, I had just started into my clinicals. But you know what? I ended up going back and I did do what I set out to do. So you can't call me a quitter also.
Time out of your day. Like, bro, if I would have gotten into an accident that killed somebody, I will remember that day.
I remember that day just like it was yesterday. I remember what I did at Saul's that day. I had to bring the receptacle out from the road. Um, that was the day that I polished and basically, polished furniture. Um, redid Sammy's litter box. I vacuumed in the bedrooms. I went to Walmart. Went by the post office. I I also went by McDonald's and got breakfast earlier that morning for him. Um, what else? And I did stop by the vape shop before I'd left Kennett and headed back. You know, if only they had a line. Because if time had just just passed a little bit more, we would have not met up. They may have still had a wreck with someone else. Maybe not. I remember everything.
Every year when that day came around on the calendar, I would try to just do something to show that I was moving forward in my life.
Um, let's see. After that happened, it wasn't, but not long after that happened was when I got into the addiction, and 4 years passed. And within 4 years, I finally came to the point after a good 3 years of being under that spell that, you know, I wanted to be out of it. I nearly took my life.
What were you doing on that day that you got into that vehicular homicide accident, Square?
There's no such thing as a vehicular homicide accident. There is vehicular homicide, but if it was vehicular homicide, it would be due to a result of a DUI or aggressive, purposefully aggressive, reckless driving or something. It wouldn't, to be a homicide and accident. It's like a misnomer. It's a double negative. It don't work. So, yeah.
This year, you probably were up on panel porn bombing somebody.
You were the first person I've ever porn bombed on this platform, and probably will be the last. More than likely, I doubt I'll ever meet anyone as big as well, other than the Workyverse people.
You up over there watching some weirdo ride around with a trunk full of children. You over there watching some
And because I like to watch police, I didn't at first, when I first watched that, I didn't know what I was watching and you know, or what happened. I watch all types of police videos. I can't control what the person does that's the crime. You fucking fool.
Zodiac killer shit when you can
The Zodiac movie has Robert Downey Jr. in it, and it was fucking badass. I don't care who you are. Not because of what happened in the movie visually or anything. It was badass because of the acting, the story it told, like the like all the characters, and when you see and realize that that's a lot of that stuff really happened in real life, and the way they put it together, it's an art. Like, yeah, I appreciate that fucking movie. Your point?
stop watching weirdos. Turn that camera on. Say, my name is Ian.
Oh, you pussy. He's got to be watching me. Uh, victory. Victory is mine. Oh, you little fucking puss. You're such a puss. You didn't even let me rewind back and see the earlier parts where you were clearly talking about me because my name's mentioned in the chat and it's mentioned in a way that's a response back to the video, so you had to be talking about me. But yeah, when I came in there and said, "Why are you talking shit? Why don't you hit a link?" He was like, "I'm not talking shit." Oh, books, books, books. Oh, uh, Books, stop picking the hairs in your asshole and sniffing them. Okay? We know you do that. Wash your fucking dreads, cut them, whatever you gotta do to them, because they look like fucking lint locks. Not dreadlocks, more like lint locks. And, oh, um, just so you know, I decided to email. Do I want to ruin it? Let's just put it this way. I decided to send the email and about what you had done on YouTube and stuff. So if your channel does, on the off chance, get deleted or terminated, and this was, it took, I had never, because everyone always said to tweet. Well, I looked around the other day and did find an actual email address to um, support reviewers at YouTube. And I did, trust me, you weren't the first thing I emailed about, but I did decide to do it last night after what you did because, I try to defend you, dude, and take up for you and be on your side and give you the benefit of the doubt and try to understand you. And you just didn't do nothing but shit on me, dude. I mean, you really did. Like, what was that shit about you saying that you was sending something for Brownie? You never sent me anything. Not that I fucking need it. He's got everything he needs. Believe me, I can take care of him just fine. I don't need any help. But what the fuck was up with that? You know, what what makes you think that you can just you know you sit there and say that Bird supposedly has talked shit to my face, and you know what? Maybe she. You know, I'm not calling you a liar straight up on that. I'm not believing you technically right off the hand either. But I'm not calling you a liar. Otherwise, I would just be calling you a liar. You know. Uh, but suppose it's true. Okay, you did. If she did, you did too. I mean, and if she didn't, you did. So, I mean, what's your point? I mean, and are you sure you're talking about recently, or are you talking about way beforehand? See, here recently, when I started doing these skits with them and stuff, I had came. I didn't just come in there like nothing ever happened. Like, they knew that I didn't ever try to do anything to upset them. I was constantly, you know, I mean, everybody acts like that I should know better than to not get fooled. When you got plus 100 of different various people that can pretend to be an account or someone and work you up or send you something or what have you, or when you see a lot of people talking about something, it's hard to just dismiss it, regardless of who it is, whether it's a political party you don't agree with or an enemy of yours, anything. You know, I mean, if you can, then you don't pay attention to facts. I'm a fact type of person, I want to know. I don't want to guess or be for sure pretty well. I want to know 110% without a doubt at all. And so, I mean, I just don't understand books. Like, I'm really trying to be nothing but cool with you, dude. It hurts in a way because, like, you know, like, I didn't want to. I mean, I know you're probably saying, well, you didn't have to do that shit last. No, I didn't, you know, but I thought of just asking you and bringing it up. But if I had, dude, you would have blew me off. You wouldn't have gave me the respect. You would have act like you'd done nothing. You would have played dumb, tried to gaslight me. I'm sure of it. So, I really don't feel bad. I mean, I don't because it's true. Like, you know, growing up the way I was being bullied all the time, I didn't always stand up for myself. My brother stood up for me one time. I had this older person take over an arcade game I was playing, and I had put the money in there and everything. And my brother was kind of like watching from afar, and well, he wasn't watching, but he came back and he noticed that, my demeanor, and he could tell what happened. And he went up to the kid and he was like, "My brother put money in there and was playing this." And I know it's not over yet because it's been going, and you're here. Like you need to move out the way and let him finish his game. Like, and I can't control that that's how I grew up. You know, I wasn't a big burly or filled out kid. It wasn't until about eighth grade that I probably weighed the most that I ever did, and all through school. And then once I hit ninth, 10th grade, I shot up like a weed, and I thinned out. I became even skinnier than what I was back before 8th grade, in a way. So yeah, that's just, we can't pick our families. We can't pick how we grow up. There's a lot of things we don't pick. But I made the best of it. And out of everything I had been through, like I would say, and a lot of people do say, that I've got a hell of resolve and patience because I have been through the ringer to hell and back. Like, I mean, I was in a lot of situations in life where I watched and sort of was taught in a way because when we see things that happen that are wrong and no justice comes out of them and it just happens and stays that way, then we tend to view the world as that way. And, I had to watch and see my mom be abused and things that my dad had done that really wasn't probably, I wouldn't do as a parent. And just all that stuff, So maybe I'm used to getting ran over. Maybe I've been used to taking shit wherever I go. But that ain't who I am. That's what you got confused about me, Books. That ain't who I am. Oh, look, the trolls are in there talking shit. Uh, yeah, this is my time to talk and vent. So, yeah, it's about not just me, but other people. But good biased observation there. Holy shit. We got Red Dead Redemption 3 coming out.
Very recently, the CEO of Take-Two Interactive, Strauss Zelnick, confirmed what we all wanted to hear, that Red Dead Redemption 3 is in the company's future plans. Fans of the franchise are of course excited about the announcement, and today I'm going to be showing the details of what was said and my thoughts on the matter. Welcome to the video. You're listening to Phil of Philby Gaming. If you guys enjoy what you see, be sure to hit like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share with friends and family, or anyone you may feel would be interested in content such as this. Also, make sure to check out the rest of the channel if you're new here, as I'm confident you'll find just about anything you desire on Red Dead Redemption 2. With that being said, let's get into what we came here to see. To start off, let's take a look at a direct quote from Zelnick, which led us to the confirmation. Speaking with the Jefferies Virtual Global Interactive Entertainment Conference via Video Games Chronicle, the CEO will compare both the Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption franchises to James Bond by stating the following. If it's really, really great, it will keep going. I don't know if you saw it, I just saw the new Bond film. That was great. You would like every franchise to be James Bond. There are precious few entertainment franchises of any sort that fall into that category, but they do exist. And I think GTA is one of them. I think Red Dead is one of them. NBA is obviously one of them because the game will continue to exist. We already know of the long-awaited upcoming Grand Theft Auto 6 due to the leaks last year, and we were all sure that after the huge success of Red Dead Redemption 2, that a third was in the future, but it's nice to have confirmation. The release dates in between Rockstar Games titles are pretty far apart. Back in the days of the PlayStation 2, we get a new Grand Theft Auto annually for the most part, but then they came further and further apart, such as GTA 4 in 2008, then GTA 5 in 2013, and now, 10 years after this, we still don't have a release date for GTA 6. The same applied to the Red Dead franchise, starting with Red Dead Revolver back in 2004, then a 6-year wait before we got our hands on Red Dead Redemption in 2010, and finally Red Dead Redemption 2 in 2018, after an 8-year wait. When asked about this, Strauss-Zelnick explained the gaping differences with the following statement. It also requires you to be thoughtful and willing to rest the titles, so you have a sense of, wow, this is a rare event. I've always said that annualizing non-sport titles runs the risk of burning out the intellectual property, even if it's good. So we take the time to make something we think is incredibly phenomenal. And we also rest titles intentionally so that there's pent-up demand for that title. So it's a special event. Zelnick makes an excellent point here. You look at franchises such as Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed, which during the mid-2010s released a new title every year. The games were always broken and buggy, to a point where it was just expected, and often became a meme against the franchise. I certainly enjoyed the AC series, in particular Black Flag, but because the titles were rushed out, they were never fully finished upon release. I understand Zelnick's point on sports-related games. The FIFA franchise comes to mind here, with football.
Interesting.
Wow. Really, Anthony? Really? You're the one that got him in trouble. How you doing, man? You have ID on you? No, you don't have one either? Everybody forget them today?
Well, no. Well, actually, I have an ID, but I lost it, and I ordered it on, and they sent me a paper one when I got wet. So,
Do you have it with you then?
no, I don't even have it with me. Yeah, I don't.
What's your name?
Megan Martin.
Megan Martin. How you spell Megan?
MEAGAN. Martin.
M-E-G. What is it now?
MEAGAN.
I was trying to get out of your way. You were moving kind of quick.
M-E-A-G-A-N. Martin. Is that what you said? I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Your computer.
Yeah.
Was mine. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. What's your birthday?
2/14/91.
Where y'all headed?
So his little brother has court in Trutnell or
Trutland?
Trutland, I guess. I don't know how to say it.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're fine. I think they make you have to. I think you have to have ID to go. Is he
We
gonna
were
be in
just
the
joking,
jail?
like we weren't going to the jail. He's already he's in college down there.
So he's just got like a court date.
Yeah, or something for something.
Yeah. Okay. That's not handcuffed. Meg,
Yes.
what'd you say your birthday was?
2/14/91.
It's not 10/22/92.
No. 10/22/92.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. You can ask my promise. My
It's got your
birthday's
picture.
Valentine's Day. My picture? I swear to you, my birthday. We can call my dad right now.
That's fine.
My
You're
birthday's-
on probation, ain't you?
No.
No. I don't know.
Somebody's lying.
Huh? Can you hop out? Or you got your shoe on?
So you said your dad owns the car, right?
Yeah, my dad does.
Miss Martin, let me see your left hand. Middle finger.
What did you say? I said my birthday was? That's crazy.
10 something.
No, my birthday's 2/14/91.
It's got your picture on the
Valentine's
ID.
Day. I don't know why it has my picture on there.
I don't either. It says you're on probation.
I'm not on probation. That's crazy. 91. Yeah. My birthday's Valentine's Day.
Oh, you gave me the wrong first name.
What do you mean? My name is Megan.
Rachel?
I mean, it's my name is Megan.
Rachel. Rachel.
Well, I mean, that's how she goes by making it.
Yeah, that's fine, but whenever you get asked for your ID, you need to
I mean, I've
If you're
always said Megan
first
Martin.
name.
Like,
Yeah, well, I mean, you could get charged with it. That's what I'm saying.
really? I mean, okay.
Whenever, like, you need to give your first and last name when somebody asks your
I
name.
didn't
You know what I
realize you
mean?
had to say Rachel. I mean, I
Yeah.
just-
So,
Yeah.
okay.
That's why it's pulling up other people.
That's crazy about registration, though.
And you spelled your name wrong. Hold on. Yeah, you spelled your name wrong.
No, I spell my name Meagan.
That's not how you spell it.
I mean, that's how I spell it any other time. That's what it says on my ID.
I'm looking at your ID right now. Megan.
That's how it says. It's
Yeah.
saying it's
You lying because you got a warrant?
No.
Or you got a warrant?
For where?
Auburn?
that's the ticket we just paid.
Well, I got you for failure to appear.
We just paid that ticket. It must not be in the system yet. That's a $900 ticket.
If she paid it, she wouldn't have a failure to appear.
Well, driving on a suspended.
Reckless driving and passing in no passing zone.
Reckless driving and passing in a no passing zone. You were getting it.
Where's Auburn, Georgia at?
Outside.
Yeah. So like Barrow County.
Okay. 188 dispatch.
Been on there this year on 11/23.
Well, you're going with him now.
That's what it says. I just
10-4. Can I get you a verified 1099 for me?
maybe that's not like 2 days ago. Maybe they had updated. They probably just did.
10-4. It's gonna be by name and date of birth. First name is Rachel, Robert, Adam, Charles, Henry, Adam, Edward, Lincoln. Last name Martin, common spelling. Date of birth is 2/14/91. It's gonna be a white female.
You don't have to pay anything. You we'll have to come back here or anything like that.
Can you get him to step off in the grass for me? Here, right. Here, right. Here, right. Now, sit. Come on. Hey. House. House. Good girl. Good girl. It's within 50 miles.
Is it?
Yeah, of Auburn, wherever Auburn
Either way,
is.
we got an alert on it.
Yeah. All right. Y'all have anything illegal in there? Any type of narcotics? No. Have you been smoking or anything in there?
Yeah, I mean, I smoked some weed earlier, like
I won't go in.
Well, she was alerting the odor of narcotics. Okay.
I know.
Basically-
I know. He said something to me. He was tripping on me about that, and I was like, I mean, I'm sorry. It keeps
So-
me calm. It's my nerves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
Are you a mess today, ain't you?
Yeah, it's just.
Alright, so basically what's gonna happen is we're gonna search the car. Alright, if we don't find anything, then you know it is what it is, but we're gonna search the car, okay?
Hey, I will tell you, right there beside the seat, there's a set of scales right there.
Okay, thank you.
Where did
He said he asked me, so I was gonna tell him.
Driver door as well. Driver door as well. She said she was smoking in here earlier. They got there's meth residue in here. Yeah. Meth residue. That's gonna be what they were dishing. Yeah. So probably in her pants. 188. Go ahead. Scales right here. Careful. Alright. Here, baby, put your hand behind your back.
Can you give me a 49 in route? I've got the entire right.
Have a seat right here on the sidewalk.
It's going to be for and it's going to be an empty trailer.
Sit all the way down for me, okay? I'll explain in a second, okay?
Everything in the truck's pretty much mine, 'cause that's my truck.
That's out of his coin pocket.
Wow. Really, Anthony?
Really? You're the one that got him in trouble.
How did I get him in trouble?
Let's just,
I got meth in my purse.
yeah. Don't say anything, okay? Have a seat right here next to her. We're gonna come back and search y'all like a little more in a minute, okay? Just so you know. There's
You got jams in her
in the back here, and then she's got residue in her all over her bag.
20 minutes on that,
Yeah. But see if anything else. She said way earlier.
I want to make sure that I take that with me.
What?
My little purse.
The bag? That'll go in the crime lab.
My whole purse?
Yeah. It's got meth in it.
I'm so thirsty.
No, I can't give you anything right now. You got meth all in your seat. Wonder if you can still get them with intent. I mean, you can pretty much. I mean, I could go with intent if you want to. But. They got scales, baggies, and drugs. Probably got meth all over the arms. All over this. Keep up behind the glove box. That's what I'm doing now. Alright, this all falls down.
Dispatch. 190, come in. Can you send me a record? Let me know who it is. Yeah, for just for one vehicle. You right at the Pierce exit on 75.
Southbound,
right on the Pierce off ramp.
Okay.
If you pull that real hard,
Here,
like
southbound,
there's
correct?
nothing in there. Oh my god, it's glued on there. It's
Yeah,
like
southbound.
I'm not gonna mess it up.
I know. I'm just saying, like, it's not. There's nothing. Everything you found is right there. Like, I mean. No, he's like was about to pull it off, and I'm like, it's so hard to get back
Just
on there.
listen to me, okay? You said enough. All right. If I want to, I can pull off every little piece of this car.
I mean, I know you're the
All right.
police.
It's not because I'm the police, because you. Never mind.